All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Steve Kassar. I'm with the Office of MPP Brian Saunderson of Simcoe-Grey. I'd like to welcome you to this terrific event on this snowy Friday. Before we get started, I'd like to call upon Deputy Mayor Tim Fryer to deliver the land acknowledgement. Sir.
Thank you, Steve. Today, we respectfully acknowledge this event is taking place upon the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Ojibwe nations. We further acknowledge the reality of our shared history, as well as recognize the current and future contributions of Indigenous people within our community. We seek to continue to empower expressions of pride amongst the diverse rights holders of this land.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Fryer. And now I'd like to introduce Simcoe-Grey MPP Brian Saunderson with today's news.
Thanks very much, Steve, and good afternoon, everyone. It's been a busy week, so it is wonderful to be back in the riding. I started in Toronto at the Roma Conference, was in Kitchener, London, and then Niagara Falls for budgetary meetings, and then started the day in Woodstock, where we had an announcement at Toyota. But it is really great to be back in the riding. I know whenever I pass those signs that say "Welcome to Simcoe County," the shoulders go down, and the breathing regulates. So it's wonderful to be here, and it's particularly exciting to be where we are, which is at Agnora. This is an incredible company with an incredible history here in Collingwood. It started out as Barbara Glass, and then ran into some financial difficulties. And Richard, you took over, and since then there's been no looking back. Today's announcement will be an exciting announcement to launch a new line, which will now be another first and biggest part of Agnora's business. But I think you have, the biggest kiln or firer for glass. You make the biggest glass. You have the biggest photocopier. This company has been leading edge, not only in Ontario, but across North America. And so an example like this in Ontario is just such an exciting homegrown story. And it is a much needed story in the recent developments with what's going on south of the border and uncertainty and disruption that's happening in our manufacturing sector. This government is very focused on making sure that our manufacturing continues to grow. We've attracted over $70 billion in foreign investments over the last 5 years, largely in automotive, health tech, and life sciences. And so seeing businesses like this flourish and be world leading is wonderful to see, and is very much part of this government's program with our $220 million program to support manufacturing jobs across Ontario. This grant program, or this funding program, is funding Agnora $1 million on a project that will be approximately $7.5 million. This goes back to 2024. It's been in the works. They're ready to start production. And so today we're announcing this $1 million funding from the province, which will help to expand the workforce here by up to 25%. And we'll see this company continue to thrive and change our local economic ecosystem, but also our provincial and national ecosystem. So I want to congratulate Richard and your team. It's an incredible team here. You guys do incredible work, and you have the biggest of everything. So you're continuing that trend, and it's wonderful to be able to make that announcement today. So again, out of our manufacturing development program, $1 million funding of a $7 million project that will help to expand operations here in a very significant way. So thank you very much, everyone, and congratulations to all the Agnora team. Keep up the great work. Thanks.
Thank you, MPP Saunderson. And now I'd like to call Richard Wilson to the podium. Sir.
I would just like to thank you all. Unlike Brian, I haven't been driving all over Ontario today. I had a 3-minute commute this morning. Left Collingwood, ended up in Collingwood, stayed right here, and I can't think of a better place to be. I just wanted to thank everyone. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the support of our community, the town, and also our province. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be who we are. And we are the largest fabricator of glass in North America. Not bad for a little town of 25,000 people. So without your support, we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much, and we appreciate everything you do for us.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, County Simcoe Warden Basil Clark could not make it today. Oh, you're more than welcome. He left some lengthy remarks. And Warden Clark did forward some remarks that I'll share with you now. Good afternoon. On behalf of the County of Simcoe and County Council, I'd like to thank you all for being here today for this impactful announcement. I'd especially like to thank Minister Vic Fedeli for the province's strong support for local manufacturing in and job creation, MPP Brian Saunderson for his continued advocacy for our communities, Mary Von Hamlin and Town Council for hosting us here today. And of course, thank you to the team in Agnora and President Richard Wilson for their ongoing leadership and commitment to innovation in Simcoe County. Agnora has long been a valued partner in supporting manufacturing growth, job creation, innovation across our region. Today's announcement of their $7.3 million investment is tremendous news for Collingwood and, in fact, for all of Simcoe-Grey. And thank you to the Ontario government for supporting this investment by providing Agnora with $1 million in funding through the Regional Development Program's Advanced Manufacturing and Innovation Competitiveness. This expansion will create 20 new good-paying jobs, supporting families, strengthening our communities, and contributing to sustained economic growth. Manufacturing remains a cornerstone of Simcoe County's economy, and we are proud of the continued momentum within the sector. We appreciate the province's support for regional economic development, which helps reinforce the strength and competitiveness of our local industries. Agnora's decision to invest further in innovation and the local workforce speaks to the exceptional talent and opportunity we have here in Simcoe County and our neighbors in Grey. This is, in fact, a great day for Collingwood, for Simcoe-Grey, for Agnora, and for all of us working together to build a prosperous future for our region. Congratulations again to Agnora, and thank you to everyone who contributed to today's announcement a reality. And that again from Simcoe Warden Basil Clark. And now I would like to call upon Mayor Hamlin for remarks today. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Do I have to bend down? No, it's okay? Okay, I can probably yell. It's not a big room. I'm so proud to be here and be here with a good part of our council today. We are so fortunate to have Agnora in our community, so fortunate to have a hardworking MPP like Brian Saunderson, who has made this event possible today with the provincial government. Your company is, a stellar example of, great businesses in our province. We recognize you're the largest architectural glass manufacturer in North America, award-winning, great employer. And we're just very fortunate to know that, you have embraced our town and are doing your expansion here. I suspect you have lots of opportunities to expand your business elsewhere, and really just so grateful you've chosen Collingwood to continue your work. Thank you so much to your team. You do, advanced manufacturing in Ontario is the present and the future, big time the future. And for a company that has design and innovation as its middle name, thank you. And we're all so glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Hamlin. And now I'd like to call upon Agnora's Chief Financial Officer, Brad Miller, to the podium. No? Okay, that's fine. All right, well then that concludes our program. Thank you everybody for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend. And have a great weekend.
Don't forget a jumbo